What do you mean on the? Right. Britney's.
He's Britney's baby daddy.
Yeah.
He's getting paid.
Yes,
He's
that's
driving
right.
a Ferrari right now. Britney's cash.
Absolutely. He's very.
Yeah. Plus, you got the Britney Spears, which is a double fist pump.
Is that a good thing?
Oh yeah.
No.
You know how great she must be in
He
bed?
hasn't said one thing the whole time. We've been here for 16 hours. He has not said one word, and that was the one thing that made a sound come out of James.
She's got two things that the men enjoy. She's hot and she's crazy. She's probably fantastic in bed.
Is Britney?
But still hot? Yeah. There was a photo of her recently on Instagram. She still looks hot as...
I thought
she was in a bikini. Think she fell apart?
Okay.
She might be. I've never seen her in real life. You don't know until you see him, right?
Right. I mean, I didn't... Yeah, I guess I haven't...
That's her right now.
That's her right now?
Yep.
Well, that's a lot
right now. No makeup, no filter.
No, I was going to say, that's a lot of...
Look at that picture right there.
That's a lot
that one looks crazy as
well,
she got some crazy videos
I do
recently.
not find...
Oh, she's crazy as...
Joe Rogan is asking dangerous questions again. And this time, the conversation is pulling together names nobody expected to hear in the same sentence. Britney Spears, the Kardashians, and Jeffrey Epstein. That alone raised eyebrows. But what really grabbed attention? Rumors about resurfaced documents and old receipts suddenly had people asking a much darker question. What if Britney's public breakdown was never just about fame? What if something much bigger was happening behind the scenes? Because according to online speculation, Joe Rogan became interested in one strange pattern. Every time Britney Spears' life started falling apart publicly, the same powerful names somehow seemed to appear around her story. And once people started connecting Britney's conservatorship to figures like Lou Taylor, Hollywood insiders, and alleged Epstein-related conversations, the story suddenly started looking a whole lot darker. Now think about this for a second. Why was Jeffrey Epstein's name allegedly connected to conversations involving Britney Spears at all? Why were discussions reportedly happening around her personal life? Custody battles, medical treatment, and business projects? And why do the same industry figures seem to keep appearing around celebrities, who later spiral in public? That's the question Joe Rogan reportedly believes people should stop ignoring. See, most people remember Britney Spears as the pop princess whose life fell apart in front of cameras. The shaved head, the paparazzi chaos, the conservatorship. That became the version of Britney the media sold to the world. But what if there was another side to the story? What if Britney wasn't simply breaking down? What if she was trapped inside something far bigger than herself? And this is where things start getting uncomfortable. When old Epstein-related discussions resurfaced online, internet investigators began revisiting reports that allegedly linked Britney's name to conversations involving Epstein and medical figures tied to programs at UCLA. That immediately raised eyebrows. Why? Because Britney was famously placed in psychiatric facilities during parts of her conservatorship. And years later, Britney publicly claimed she felt controlled, heavily medicated, constantly monitored, and stripped of basic freedoms. Now, when people look back at those statements today, the story suddenly feels different. Because once you start looking at how Hollywood power circles allegedly operate behind closed doors, Britney's situation stops feeling like celebrity gossip and starts feeling a lot more disturbing. But trust me, this is only where the story starts.
About how I was not cooperating in rehearsals and I haven't been taking my medication. All of this was a false. He immediately the next day put me on lithium out of nowhere. He took me off my normal meds I'd been on for 5 years. And lithium is a very, very strong and completely different medication compared to what I was used to. You can go mentally impaired if you take too much, if you stay on it longer than 5 months. But he put me on that and I felt drunk. I really couldn't even take up for myself. I couldn't even have a conversation with my mom or dad really about anything. I told them I was scared and my doctor had me on 6 different nurses with this new medication come to my home, stay with me, to monitor me on this new medication, which I never wanted to be on to begin with. There were 6 different nurses in my homes and they wouldn't let me get in my car to go anywhere for a month. Not only did my family not do a goddamn thing, my dad was all for it. Anything that happened to me had to be approved by my dad, and my dad only acted like he didn't know that I was told I had to be tested over the Christmas holidays before they sent me away when my kids went home to...
But then, the story took an even stranger turn. Because just when people thought Britney's conservatorship couldn't get any more controversial, the Kardashian connection entered the conversation. And that's when things started getting messy. During the Yorkshire Free Britney movement, internet investigators and online reports began pointing toward one name that kept showing up: Lou Taylor. For those who don't know, Lou Taylor allegedly played a major role in Britney Spears' conservatorship structure. She also ran TriStar Sports and Entertainment Group, a company that reportedly had major financial involvement during Britney's conservatorship years. According to Britney supporters, Lou allegedly had significant influence over Britney's financial empire during that period. But here's where Joe Rogan reportedly believes things start getting uncomfortable. Because court records and business reports allegedly showed connections between Lou Taylor and multiple Kardashian-Jenner business ventures. We're talking about reported links involving Kim Kardashian's brands, Kylie Jenner's companies, Kris Jenner's foundations, Kendall Jenner's ventures, and even business ties connected to Travis Scott. Now suddenly, people online weren't just looking at Britney's conservatorship anymore. They started asking a much bigger question. Why were so many powerful celebrity circles allegedly connected through the same business channels? And once people noticed that overlap, social media started exploding with theories. Because to many viewers, this stopped looking like random celebrity drama and started looking like a web of influence nobody saw coming. And trust me, this is where the internet really started connecting dots.
How to do something crazy. We were in New York and Britney Spears is in this hotel, locked up, in her room. We know this, there's paparazzi outside.
And so he's like, oh, let's stop by here. We got a ride in a Rolls Royce. We pull up, paparazzi got us getting out.
We go literally hide in a lobby, in a phone booth, wait 10 minutes, and then we come out. And then the next day it's like, Kim went to see Britney.
They say in the press that we're there to have dinner with Britney Spears. This whole thing, didn't even happen.
I don't even think she knew Britney at that point.
2 years.
And once people started seeing those overlaps, the internet absolutely exploded. Because suddenly people weren't just questioning Britney's conservatorship anymore. They started asking something much bigger. Was Britney Spears quietly being used to benefit larger celebrity empires behind the scenes? That question changed everything. According to online theories, Britney's business structure and financial empire may have allegedly benefited powerful people operating around her, while she remained under strict conservatorship control. And that's exactly why Joe Rogan reportedly started paying closer attention. Because the timeline looked strange. Think about it. Britney remained under conservatorship control for more than a decade. Lou Taylor reportedly stayed heavily involved. Business links allegedly connected back to Kardashian-Jenner circles. And at the same time, Britney's name was reportedly resurfacing in conversations tied to Epstein-related speculation. That combination immediately had people online saying, hold on, how many powerful people were surrounding Britney while her freedom was being controlled? And honestly, that question hit hard, especially after Britney herself publicly claimed she felt silenced for years. She said she wasn't allowed to fully tell her side of the story. She described feeling trapped, over-medicated, constantly monitored, emotionally broken down, while millions of people online turned her struggles into entertainment. And Joe Rogan wasn't the first person to question the system surrounding Britney. But once he reportedly started talking about how Hollywood allegedly operates around vulnerable celebrities, people began revisiting Britney's story from a completely different angle. Not as celebrity drama, not as tabloid chaos, but as someone who may have been swallowed by a machine designed to profit from control. And then, the Kardashian theories got even deeper. Online investigators began claiming the Kardashian empire may have financially benefited during the years Britney remained under conservatorship. Some even speculated Britney's business money may have flowed through larger celebrity management systems connected to Lou Taylor's network. Though Lou Taylor has denied those allegations. And by this point, people online had one question stuck in their minds. Was Britney really being protected? Or was something much bigger happening behind closed doors?
The best piece of advice I ever got from a mentor was to just do you. I know that sounds cliche, but it's really not. Just do you. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about how other people are doing it. Don't worry about what other people are saying, and don't worry about what other people are saying about you. Just do you.
Now, before we go any further, it's important to say this clearly. None of these claims have been proven in court, and much of this conversation remains based on allegations, reports, and online speculation. But here's the part people can't stop talking about. the connections themselves are real enough to make a lot of people uncomfortable. Because viewers kept asking the same question. Why did the same powerful names seem to appear around Britney during some of the darkest moments of her life? And once Joe Rogan reportedly started discussing the medication angle, the conversation got even more intense. Why? Because Britney publicly claimed she was placed on powerful medications she didn't want to take. She said she felt controlled, monitored, and stripped of basic freedom. Now suddenly, people started looking at her story differently, especially after Joe reportedly compared parts of Britney's situation to what happens when celebrities get labeled unstable after refusing to cooperate publicly. And that's when people online started noticing something they believed looked like a pattern. A celebrity begins spiraling in public. The media narrative turns brutal. Mental health headlines take over. Powerful handlers suddenly appear in the background. And somehow, the celebrity slowly loses control of their money, image, or freedom. That idea hit even harder after comments made by Kanye West years ago, where he claimed doctors allegedly tried to heavily medicate him too. Then people started bringing up another familiar name, Michael Jackson, because Michael also spoke publicly about medications and pressure surrounding his career. Now suddenly, what once looked like isolated celebrity breakdowns started looking to some viewers like something much bigger. And honestly, that's where this story starts feeling really disturbing. Because if multiple celebrities are saying similar things, people naturally start asking, coincidence? Or a pattern hiding in plain sight?
They wanted to medicate me every day. You realize, like, they could have just switched to medication and I wouldn't be here. And on the news, they would have said it was because of a mental issue, right? Yeah. I ain't never been back to the hospital since 2015.
And according to Joe Rogan's perspective, the biggest question people should be asking is simple. Who benefits financially when a celebrity loses control? Because when you really stop and think about it, that question hits hard. While Britney Spears was reportedly standing in court begging for freedom, other people connected to her empire were allegedly still making money. And that alone made people start asking uncomfortable questions. But the story didn't stop there, because online investigators pointed to something even darker. Jeffrey Epstein reportedly had connections to powerful media figures over the years, which led some people online to wonder, were certain narratives around Britney intentionally amplified? Was public sympathy being redirected? Was the media helping shape how the world viewed her? And honestly, that's where this story starts feeling deeply unsettling. Because think about it. If someone controls the public narrative around you, your finances, your legal situation, your medication, and even how the world sees your mental state, how do you fight back? That question is exactly why Britney's old testimony started hitting differently years later. People went back and rewatched those moments where Britney begged to speak freely, begged to tell her story, begged to stop feeling silenced. Back then, many people dismissed it as celebrity drama. But after renewed conversations around Epstein, Hollywood power circles, and resurfaced allegations, a lot of viewers started wondering, was Britney trying to tell people something all along? And somehow, the same names kept appearing in the conversation. The Kardashians, Lou Taylor, powerful celebrity handlers, media influence, elite Hollywood circles, which is exactly why Joe Rogan reportedly believes this story is about more than just Britney Spears. Because to many people, this became a bigger conversation about how celebrity power allegedly works behind closed doors, especially when billions of dollars, global brands, and reputations are involved. And maybe the darkest question of all is this: what if Britney Spears wasn't crazy? What if she was reacting to an environment nobody wanted exposed? Were the Kardashian connections simply business relationships that looked suspicious online? Or was Britney trapped inside something far bigger than the public ever realized? And if Jeffrey Epstein was allegedly mentioned in conversations involving Britney behind closed doors, what exactly was really happening? Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Britney was failed by the system? Or do you believe people online are reading too much into the connections? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the stories Hollywood doesn't want ignored.